Hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Starting today's meeting, but I suggest we wait a few more minutes. Maybe someone else will join. I know that there's a lot of people who's going to be missing today. So I'll just give it 2 more minutes to see if anybody else will join, and then we'll start with the meeting, if that's okay with everyone. Okay. So I suggest we start, so we don't take so long. Oh, we just lost call. Thank you for putting in the meeting minutes. So I would just like to start with the formalities. And since I volunteered as the meeting chair, I hope all of you guys agree to that. Does anyone oppose to that? Thank you, Alessandro. Okay. So, oh wait, should I go first with the participants? Because I know that excused are Map is excused, Mikulash is excused, and Veronica is excused. And I don't think that Elizabeth is present, is she? Yeah, no, she's not. She also said that she might be joining us later. So I'm gonna just so far put it in as absent. Okay. So thank you for putting it in. Second thing we have to elect is meeting secretary. If no one wants to volunteer, we can do the same thing you did in the previous meeting, and we all try to work collectively on the minutes, if you guys agree to that as well. Okay. Thank you. Okay, the third formality we have to do is approval of the agenda. I hope you guys went through it, so you know what we have on the table today to discuss. So just in the line 93, you can approve the agenda, you can disagree to it, or you can abstain. So if you would just vote for that. The meetings. I mean, the agenda is also in the meeting minutes at the top. So it's just, we're gonna go through formalities, decision without discussions. There we have several topics that we have to discuss. Decisions with discussions, and discussions without decisions, and other businesses, and it's all written in the minutes. So yeah, just vote on that in the line 93. Okay, and same goes for approval of the minutes of the last meetings. I know that a lot of you were not present. I wasn't present as well. But I have read the minutes and I would like you to vote on that on the line 98, please. Oh, okay. Alessandro, sorry, I did not see that. Of course, that would be great if we can have a formal secretary. So if we all agree, I would like to repeat the vote on, on electing on the meeting secretary, and I would like to appoint Alessandro as the meeting secretary, if that's okay. And you can vote on the line 91, please. I mean, 90, sorry. 91 is if you agree. Oh, Cedric also wants to be. Do you guys agree to okay. This is very confusing for me. So, okay, so I'm gonna take it as we agree on the fact that Alessandro is gonna be the meeting secretary. Thank you. Alessandro, are you saying something? I can't
No,
hear
I'm
you.
just
Sorry.
laughing. I'm just laughing because we can do it. No, because I read the point and it was the meeting elected X as a meeting secretary, and they agreed that we could work collectively. So that's why I was wondering maybe we need an appointed person, but it's fine. It's also Cedric is fine.
Okay. I mean, if we can join forces, I'm all for that. But it's generally really nice to have one person appointed. So if we all agree to Alessandro, but we will of course support your work if needed. Okay. And maybe if that's okay, Cedric can do the minutes. Cedric can do the minutes next time. Okay. Wait, someone has the mic on. Okay. So the next thing is there's under line 105, there's confirmation of any decision.
Petra, you're muted.
Sorry about that. Okay. Today is a very confusing day for me. I apologize. Okay, so next is point number 5 is confirmation of any decisions taken in between meetings. So if there's been any decision made, they should be listed below, but I'm guessing since MOB didn't list any, and I'm not familiar with any as well, that there have not been any decisions made in between. Or does anybody else know that there has been something that was decided upon? Because I don't really know. Okay. Okay, thank you. So I assume that there hasn't been any decisions taken. Okay. Written reports, the only written report we have is from Florian. So I apologize for not writing any. I was not present in the previous meeting, so I'm not really familiar with what was happening in between, if there was any like official work that was done. Okay. So if anybody would like to speak or maybe like report on some updates, otherwise we will just continue. I'm not very aware of what am I supposed to do with the written reports. Am I supposed to read it out loud or you guys can just read it in the minutes, I guess? Okay. Okay, yeah, because the verbal reports given go under 4. Okay, so we're going to do the verbal reports, I guess, because none of us others gave the written report. I apologize about that. Okay, so if we can just continue with the agenda we have for today. So first is decisions without discussions. We have to decide time and place for the next board meeting, and the proposal is November 20th at 6:30, as is today. So you guys can vote on line 116. That's the proposal, and you can vote on it now. Okay, so I guess the next time and place of our board meeting is confirmed. So it's November 20th at 6:30. And I see you people are already voting on point 1.2 to add Maya Raudaskowski, I hope I pronounced that right, a Pirate Party's network intern to standing invitation to the board meetings and channels. Maya has recently started an internship with the Greens EFA group to assist MAP in his role as Pirate Party's network officer. To be able to do this to the fullest, she will need to be added to the list of standing invitations as well as relevant communication channels. And I was informed that Maya will be joining us today. So I don't know if she's present.
It seems not.
It seems not. Okay, I wanted to invite her to introduce herself, but I think that most of us already met her. So you can vote under the line 126. And I guess she's approved. Okay. The next thing we're voting on is again to, I'm sorry, because I probably forgot, I probably knew this, but what is LBR?
It should be the Luxembourgish register. I don't know.
Okay. So
because we are registered as an organization, a non-profit, non-government organization in the Luxembourgish chamber register. I don't know if it's LB, why it's LB, but anyway, it should be the Luxembourgish registry.
Okay. I'm just going to use the abbreviation then. It's the LBR registry. So to update Maya, and again, we're voting on it. Maya has, in her role as a Secretary General for YPA, been updating the information for the organization in the LBR registry, and has offered to do the same for PPEU. So the proposal is that the board mandates Maya Raudaskowski, I hope I'm really saying this correctly, to contact the LBR registry on behalf of the organization and delegates her the task of making sure that all the relevant information is updated with the Luxembourgish authorities. So you can vote on that in the line. So it's 133 is the point where we're voting. Okay. Oh, Mia. Okay. Alessandro, why are you not voting?
Sorry, Chair. I will vote in.
So, okay, who's missing? So, okay, so I think that all of us who are present, the board members, voted. So again, we can consider Maya approve as updating the information also for the PPEU. You guys are going ahead way too fast. So 1.4, admin rights of MAP and Maya on the PPEU wiki. Okay, so our wiki needs to be better maintained and updated, and Mob and Maya volunteered to do it. So I would like you guys to vote. That's under the line 143. I really like how just Maya and Mob are getting tasks so far. Okay. The next point is 1.5, merger of the current PPEU mailing list. So we have discussed this already previously, that we have too many mailing lists, they have to be arranged and they have to be merged, and the extra emails that are not used or not useful anymore should be removed. So you can vote on that under the line 154.
Sorry, Chair, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
These are all decision without discussion, right?
Yeah. Why do you want a discussion over something?
No, because because probably I would like to. I lost the meaning of the real meaning of these proposals, because maybe we could eventually move all the PPEU mailing list away, because I thought that we were discussing moving the mailing list to Discourse. It is more effective, but maybe I'm getting lost, so I don't want to.
Okay, yeah, I was not familiar with what was happening with the Discourse, but I think we have it somewhere in the minutes further along. Not sure. Wait, I'm gonna check.
No, but if it's with no discussion, I will vote, and then we will discuss later.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's better. Because there was some discussion over the Discourse already in the previous meeting, I think. But okay, since now we're not discussing, we can discuss maybe that later in like the extra time we have under point 4, if that's okay with everyone. Okay. Next thing is point, so we're just gonna consider this accepted since, oh, Mia, you didn't vote yet. But most of us who are present already voted. Okay, thank you. So we consider this approved. Next point is number 2, decisions with discussions. First point is updating the current PPEU webpage, because there is a need to ensure that PPEU website is properly maintained and updated with relevant information. Until there's a volunteer for this task, we need to ensure that someone does it to a satisfactory level. The board instructs MOB to ensure that the website of the organization is properly updated and maintained. So since this is a point with discussions, I would like to ask, since Elizabeth is not present, but didn't we delegate this task to Elizabeth at some point? Or am I just being very confused at the moment?
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Hi.
Hi.
Did you just join?
Yeah, just a couple of minutes ago. The web page. I've been sick long term, and I don't know if I can take on the website. It's just.
No, that's okay. I was just confused about the fact whether we talked about you taking that over or not. Anyway, because Mob seemed to have volunteered to update the current web page, so there's no need for you to do it. But I know that you wanted to at some point.
Yes,
That's what I was asking. If maybe you're still interested. So if you're not, then vote under the line 166 on whether Mob should be the one who is gonna be the updater of the page.
Yeah, well,
do you have access to meeting minutes?
There are like 138 broken links on the page.
Okay.
And there is no authority. There is no way knowing people behind it. Even it says on some site, the maker of this page takes no responsibility. I mean, there's we are supposed to be what's the word? Transparent. But the website is all but transparent. So I would really suggest that a new page, a new website will be born, and the info will be just rewritten and put into smaller pieces. I'm instead of the web page, I'm gonna be doing like a course, small course, microbytes that would be then going to YouTube and just little bits and pieces for people to get to know pirates. I mean, there are so few in other countries, so we need to amp up the PR. So
yeah, we already discussed that, but I think here it just was the main question just about the web page itself.
Yes, Map had found some a guy that wanted to do it with him, and then there's one in the Greens that is very interested in making a new website. He told me that he just always gets no, which is amazing, and yeah, there we need a new website. This one is bonkers bad. It's like it's made 2002, you know.
Yeah, but okay, I mean, it's
Sorry.
also maintained and properly updated is still better than nothing.
Oh, yes.
I mean, like, it's better than taking it down. It's maybe better just to update it and properly organize it if it's already there. Also, Elizabeth, can I ask you, because we are voting on the issue, I put the meeting minutes into the chat.
Yeah.
So I would like you, I would also like to, for the meeting minute taker, I would like you to write down that Elizabeth joined the meeting.
Should I write it in the chat?
No, not in the chat. With there's a link to the meeting minutes.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, so we're voting on. So we're right now we're at the point 2 where we're voting on updating the current PPEU webpage. It's under the line 165.
Yeah. So I'm voting that Map and other guys do it because I want to do something else.
Okay. So I will write your name down. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So the next point is delegating responsibility for website overhaul. As previously discussed, in addition from the task of maintaining and updating the current web page, it would be really useful to do a full overhaul of the entire website. Elizabeth, who was previously signaled an interest. Okay, yeah, so that's what I was referring to.
Yeah, I have done that. I have loads of. I went through it, so I have the info. I'm just gonna have to finish it and show it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. I put something in discourse about what you would want in the things I'm doing, like the PR, but I had there was no feedback.
Oh, okay. I also missed that. I apologize.
Yeah.
But well, Ma volunteered to with the task of creating a new website. So apparently we're gonna get a new website, and we should mandate MAP to set up a task for the website overhaul.
Yeah.
So if that's okay, we're also voting under the line 182.
Okay.
Okay. Do you see it, Elizabeth?
182.
Yeah. What did I say?
Decisions without discussions.
Yeah,
Wait,
we're not decisions with discussions. We are at point number 2. Are you following us?
Yes.
Okay, so it's we're voting under point 2.2, delegating responsibility for website overhaul.
Yeah, I say I want to be a bit part of it, but I don't want to take any responsibility.
Okay, I think that you can maybe discuss that with MOB individually.
Yeah. 1.2. Yes.
It's 2.2 now. We're voting at 2.2, delegating responsibility for website overhaul. Do you see it?
There's so much here. Yes.
Are you following us on your phone?
Yep.
Well, okay. Okay.
Jesus, I can't even write my own name. Yeah, sorry, have brain fog.
Okay. Good.
Mm-hmm.
So next is point 2.3, appoint someone responsible for the December council meeting. We have scheduled our 14th council meeting to be held online on December 16 this year. We need to start the preparation, including preparing the formal invitation that shall be sent out no later than November 16. So the board has to appoint a board member to be responsible for the preparation, including draft of the formal invitation email, and to come up with a proposal for next board meeting, which tools should be used. For the next board meeting, for which tools should be used the online meeting?
I want to have it in Brussels. Can you all come?
Well, I also thought that there's gonna be a December meeting live, but apparently not. But it's gonna be live in January.
Okay.
If I got that correctly. There's somewhere along the line in the agenda we're gonna discuss that as well, I think.
Yeah.
So we have to. Sorry, Mia. Yes, go ahead. Mia, we can't hear you.
Oh. I did not ask to speak, really.
You didn't? You didn't put your hand up?
No, I don't know what happened. Maybe something wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so we have to appoint someone who is going. Okay, Pirates on Air. Go on.
No, it's Florian. Petra, it's Florian, not Pirates on Air.
Oh, but it's two. Aren't there like two? Okay, sorry, Florian. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's about this point because first it talks about preparations for the council meeting, and then it talks about a proposal for the next board meeting for which tools should be used at the online meeting. Isn't it also related to the tools used for the council meeting? I'm not sure of.
I don't think I follow. What's your question?
The first part of the sentence talks about the preparation of the council meeting.
And the next,
and the second part of the sentence is about the board meeting.
Yeah.
Isn't the tools used for the online meeting, aren't they the one for the council meeting and not the board meeting?
I'm not sure.
Sorry.
I don't know how to answer that.
maybe I misunderstood, but for me, we have to appoint here someone responsible. We are talking about point 2, point 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the matter is to appoint someone responsible for the December council meeting, right? The online council meeting, because December will be fully online. So the proposal is that the board appoints a board member to be responsible for the preparation of the December council meeting, including drafting a formal invitation email and come up with a proposal for the next board meeting. Right? So
Yeah.
we appoint a person that is responsible to organizing the December council meeting, including blah, 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 the preparation, blah, 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 and come up with a proposal for the next board meeting that will be November, right?
Yeah.
For which tool should be used in the online meeting in December, because
Okay.
it will be fully online. So which tool should this person should be responsible for the board, for the council meeting or organization in December, and it should come up with a proposal at the next board meeting for which tool should be used for this council meeting in December.
This makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Thank you for the subtitles. That's
No,
really...
but it's not. But it's brain, complicated brain, right?
Yeah, it's really cute because like I really misunderstood what it was saying. Okay, so we have to appoint someone for the preparations of the December council meeting. Does anyone want to volunteer? Please. I mean, I'm not sure.
I'm sorry. Which tool? I mean, is Jitsi not? Are we not using that?
Maybe we will. Maybe we will not. I guess.
Why is that? There's. Why should we think about it? Why just not use it? Does anybody have any other?
Maybe sorry, may I answer, Chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I think that the thing is probably Jitsi could be the tool. We have been used the pirate Jitsi instance, the Czech pirate Jitsi instance for many times and for many reasons. But eventually, the one who is appointed to do this could eventually have some other opinion and maybe other proposal that the board should evaluate at the next meeting, because one thing could be that maybe eventually we experience some problem when we have large because it's fully online. So the thing is that when we did it last 2 times in Strasbourg and Brussels, it was an hybrid meeting. And most of us were there, and just a small part of the delegates were remotely. When we have full delegates, not only full delegates, but also the staff members. You remember that in Brussels that we had 5 people in the staff. So it was the chair, then the secretary, and quite another secretary, and then a secretary, vote counter, a lot of stuff. It's very, very easy when you are all the staff members are on site. It's not that easy when the staff members are probably all remote. So maybe some other tools are better, but in case you want to propose some other tools, you have to have the knowledge and make a full proposal. So even if there are costs or not, I don't know, because I think we have also some budget for this. Anyway, that's
Okay.
the spirit. The proposal is just to appoint someone who is taking this responsibility, and that's
Okay, I'll do it. If nobody else volunteers.
Okay,
no,
thank you.
that's great. That's worth an applause.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Thank you. So, okay.
We should vote.
We
No,
should.
I'm joking.
We are gonna vote. So, I mean, under the line, so we're all voting on appointing Elizabeth as the one who is responsible for the preparations of the December council meeting under the line 191 and so on. Okay.
I want to remark, Elizabeth, that the responsible person is also responsible to drafting the formal invitation email that maybe you can share with us in the board channel or not. It's up to you, but for sure, just coordinate with MAB and so on. That should be sent out no later than November the 16th. Be aware of this, because otherwise we will be in trouble, and also because the next board meeting, it will be November the 20th, so 4 days after the deadline. So you should draft the email before and then ask Mikuláš to send it out, or you to send it out on behalf of the board as responsible of the organization, but before November the 16th.
Thank you very much, Alessandro. So, okay.
One question. There's a formal invitation. Can I build it on something, or is it? I mean, it has been before, so can I maybe?
Well, I mean, the invitation has been formally sent out before, so I think that you can get like. Also, you have probably been invited to some council meetings, and I guess you have the formal invitation on your email, or not?
Yeah, probably.
Or if not, I bet that like either MAB or Mikuláš can provide you with some, so you can build off of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Since Jan, did we lose Jan? No. Okay.
I just had to go away from a computer for a while, but.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw that you didn't vote in like the points too. But that's okay, since we have enough votes. Okay, so next one is the agenda for the December council meeting. So this is also for you, Elizabeth, to include in the invitation. There are some suggestions which points should be on the agenda. And first one is annual account for 2023, budget for 2024, and discharge of the 2023 board. So, okay, yeah, these are some formalities, but this is under it, you can see the draft agenda for the whole meeting, and the points can be added on later, I guess. But so the draft agenda is as follows. First is meeting administration, so it's opening of the meeting and registration of delegates, welcoming remarks, election of meeting chairs and minute takers, approval of the agenda. Second point is decisions and discussions. We have to update on the ratification of the Common European Election Program and the Common Pirate Strategy for the 2024 European elections. And the second point under number point 2 is discussion on the 2024 European Parliament elections. And then it's point 3, it's finances and discharge and closing of the meeting. So this is the draft agenda that should be included in the invitation. And you can vote on it under the line 219 unless somebody wants to discuss something on it.
This is very clear.
Okay.
We're voting now, right?
Yes. Okay. Under 2.5 is adopting the new rules of procedure for the board. Florian's been working on that, and the proposal can be found under the link. MAP has added some last minute comments, but I have to admit that I haven't really. Oh, okay. Okay, this is it. Okay. I haven't gone through it, so but I think we've all been like working on it for quite a long time, so you can vote on it under the line 231. And if anybody wants to discuss that, or Florian, if you want to add something or want to comment it, you're very welcome to do it now.
Yeah, I have a question. Shouldn't there be like something about guests? Like
you mean
guests?
like guests joining our meetings?
Yeah, I mean we write down who are the guests, and they do not. They're just viewers, not participators, right?
Okay.
There's
Florian, you want to comment that?
Yes, it is already covered in part 1.4.
Okay.
And a general comment about the rules of procedure. They are more like guidelines.
Okay.
They are not as rigid and complying as statutes or organization-wide rules of procedure. It's like, even if we can always decide to not comply with them as the board, as long as we are not betraying the statutes and such.
Yeah, I was just wondering because I see people in the meeting that are guests, but they are not written in the either part.
So at the moment, if the rules of procedure would have been adopted, these guests will pose no problem, since they will be allowed to join the room, but they must not speak unless specifically asked to do so by the chairperson on a specific subject.
Yeah, but like now, there is a guest, but he's not written as a guest in the participant.
Who are you talking about?
Bastian?
Maybe we missed his name in the list.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, his name.
I've had him in the minutes then.
Okay, thank you. Okay, should we continue? Are there any more comments over the rules of procedure for the board?
Not for me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll consider then we can continue. Okay, under the point 2.6, we should discuss board use of Mattermost. So the question is, should the board use board panel or Mattermost instead of Trello? Honestly, I am very much for not using so many different apps and pages and whatnot, because it's really confusing for me. So I would rather use Mattermost. And you can vote on how you feel about it, or we can discuss it under the line 238.
The less, the better. I vote Mattermost, definitely.
Okay, so then, okay. So you can also vote Elizabeth under the line 238. Okay.
Yeah.
The next question is still under point 2.6. Should the board use the separate meeting channel created by Elizabeth for meeting-related discussions to separate them from other board discussions? I would like to ask Elizabeth to explain it a bit more. Why is there a need to have a separate meeting channel since we already have board discussion channel?
Because we talk about a lot else than what we are going to cover in the meeting. And if you step away and come back and there are 130 new lines that you have to read, it's just like MAP is doing all the work before the meeting, and we should like participate in building the meeting agenda.
Okay.
So and I was thinking of that we will have like meetings channel with like what's it called? It's channels and boards. And we will attach a board with that, like to do, doing, done. Like instead of Trello, we will have a meeting with this thing that we want to do, like decisions without discussions, talk about that, comment on that, just to have it more clear and not having MAP doing all the work based on our previous things.
Okay. I can't really like imagine how that would work, but I mean, we could also try and set it up just to maybe try it out before the next meeting and see how that works, or if it's actually necessary. But we should all agree on that as well. I mean, for me, the discussions are not really that confusing that I would have a feeling that we would need like an extra channel, but maybe it could be useful. So what does everyone else feel? Like, should we try it out, or should we just vote on it without discussion? Okay, why do I constantly see? Okay, yeah, Florian?
I do feel the same way. Like the discussions on Mattermost are not overwhelming enough to separate them. I will maybe suggest that we try to rely a bit more on discourse in order to discuss specific topics and keep track of them more easily than in an instant messaging system.
Do you see the board I just posted in the chat? Can you open that?
Did you create it at the moment?
No, I had before.
Okay, yeah, I mean, but it just shows.
I invited you to the new channel, and the board is linked to that. The board is there.
Okay, I currently cannot access it, so maybe we can do it.
No, yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it is properly set up and stuff. Yeah, I see it. It's good.
You see it?
Yeah, I can see it in the textual channel as well. Like it appears when I click on the button to access it and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, just to have it like we tend to cover a lot of stuff without clear buildings. So I wanted to do this so we could really prepare and discuss issues before the meeting, so it will take only an hour.
But I do have a remark on that, because the construction of the meetings is done through the minutes as of now.
Yeah.
So this board would only duplicate the process.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So no.
So for me, yes, it will be more of a no, but I guess I get why it is somehow difficult to follow up the construction process in the minutes, but I'm not sure this resolves the question. Maybe it's just a matter of habit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how much would that actually get used. I mean, I'm still willing to test it, but as I said, all of the board members have to agree to it.
So, I mean, I will just use it myself for the council meeting, you know.
Okay.
And see if it makes sense.
Well, maybe you can update us on how that works for you, and maybe we can all warm up to that at some point later on.
Yeah.
But so far, I feel that most of us are abstained. So for now, it's going to be a no.
Yeah.
Sorry to say. Okay. So if we can move on with the agenda. Point 3, discussions without decisions. So there's an update on CEEP or CPS ratification, and you have a link under it. I see that Pirate Party of France, they already ratified like the CEP and CPS. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. That was really loud. Okay, and for most of the parties, there's no information planned. Okay, yes. Interesting. We're not very good in ratifying the CEP, but I hope it's going to get better. So if I can just chip in on how Slovenia is doing currently, we have translated the program, and we are gonna ratify it, I think, no later than December. So that's the plan for our country. I'm wondering, so MOB is probably responsible for updating the information on that and getting the information. So yeah, that's on my part. If anybody wants to, like, share where they are, they can do it now. Yes, wait, Jan, yes, go ahead.
So actually, we, as Czech Pirates, we actually have a meeting regarding the Common European Program like today. Actually, I think it starts in like 4 minutes. So there's, unfortunately, I cannot report about it because it hasn't took place yet.
Okay.
But generally there's a bit of a disagreement with the Czech Foreign Minister Lipavský, because lately he has been suggesting that because one of the cornerstones of the pirate programs across Europe is usually this attempt to have to replace the unanimity. It's this horrible word, unanimous decision making in European Union, and instead have a qualified majority. And our Foreign Minister Lipavský, who is a member of the Czech Pirates, seems to have reconsidered on this, and he's been doing a lot of pressure to have it overturned. The latest I've heard about this is that he has taken these comments back. Basically, we will also have like some session with him. I think it's tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll have to check. And there are some other I would say maybe injunctions. I'm not sure what the correct word would be. Basically, there are some things that the Czech Pirates would like to change a lot of it is done basically by people. In one case, it's one of the guys we actually approached when creating the program. He didn't have time then, and when it was ratified, he suddenly came with like, I think there's like 10 different points he wants to change. So we'll have to have some discussions and generally just explain to him that it's a little bit too late to make like changes to it. But yeah, so it's become a bit more complicated, and I guess I'll see how this meeting today ends up.
Okay. That's an interesting take. Okay. Because generally the program is like broadly enough written, so it should be like adjusted to most of the like situation in different countries. But yeah, I can understand there are certain disagreements. Okay, anyone else who would like to share their current state with the PPEU program? Oh, CEP program, sorry. Okay. Alessandro, do you want to speak or will you just write it down? Oh, you already ratified everything. Well, congrats.
Yeah, we were very quick because
Words and applause.
Also.
Well done. Okay, great. And we're gonna do it by the end of December. Just adding in for the meeting minutes. Okay. Yes. Wait. Oh, hi, Mia. Maya, sorry. Did you? Okay. Did you want? Maya, did you want to speak? Or was that a mistake? Oh. Okay. Now it is Mia. Mia, do you want to speak?
Okay, I just can say that we have our General Assembly beginning of December, the 2nd and 3rd, I guess. And it's being translated, and I think, we can no sooner tell anything about it, but it should be rectified, actually. Ratified. Ratified, yeah. So this will be taking some time. It's not happening just now. Yeah. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you. So now we have some additional information from Mab to add in his list. Okay. Maya, have you fixed your mic issues? Will we be able to hear you now? I'm gonna guess no. Okay. So if there's anything you want to talk about, and okay. Alessandro, I'm gonna warn you again that you haven't added the info on Slovenian ratification of the CEP. Thank you. It's
Because I missed it.
It's supposedly going to happen by the end of December.
By the end of December. I got by the end of December, but I've lost the subject, so I thought it wasn't important.
Okay. Maya, hi, welcome back. Now we can see you, but we still cannot hear you.
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah, I thought I turned my camera off, but apparently it was the other way around. Yeah, really sorry about this. I thought I fixed my persistent mic problems. We had a YP board meeting last night, just fine. And now it's maybe it's because we use a different Jitsi. I don't know. Anyway, so hi everyone. Sorry I'm a bit late. I kind of got time optimistic on the way home. Basically, I just want to say I'm here now, and like pretty much any questions you might normally direct at Mob, you can direct at me. I'll try to my best to answer them. If I can't, I'll be sure Mob hears of it. And especially, it seems I like came in at the right time, especially when it comes to the ratification process. I posted, it's me who posted and like put together the sheet for that. So if you have any updates, you can like directly send them to me. Because if you give them to Mob, he will most likely just like refer you to me anyway.
Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, we have some updates, but we also put them down in the meeting minutes. So you can follow up on that as well. Yes, Jan?
Just a short question. Did anyone from PPEU get any like sort of a email or communication from someone in the Czech Pirate Party? Because I looked at this, because similarly to PPEU, we are also spread across several platforms in the Czech Pirate Party, and I looked into one thread where Mikuláš's assistant in the European Parliament said that he has sent all the proposals from the Czech Pirate Party, that he has sent it to PPEU regarding the program, and I'm just wondering where did he send it to, because like I don't think he sent it to like this common email that we're using, because there's nothing arrived there. There's nothing in discourse. He's also on Mattermost, but there's nothing there. So none of you got any email from Czech Pirates, right?
No, sorry, I didn't.
Okay, I'll have to deal with this internally then with the Czech Pirates, because when he says he sent something to PPEU and not even Czech members of PPEU know about this, then it's a bit of a chaos.
Okay, yeah, it happens sometimes. Did anyone else get any emails from the Czech Pirate Party considering the CEP? Okay. Chaos is a thing. It is. Okay, so thank you. Yes. Maya, go ahead.
It's so difficult to raise the hand and put it back down on mobile. It's like too many presses to do the main thing you're going to do during a meeting. But anyway, sorry, I realized I maybe didn't like fully introduce myself to, so just in case some people here missed the messages in the Mattermost. Yeah, my name is Maija. And yeah, I'm from Finland. I just started at the EP, also under the Greens group, just like Mob, but actually working for the Pirates. I'm going to be the basically Mob's intern for the next 5 or so months. Yeah, but yeah, I realized I just popped in and like started talking. So there we go.
No, that's okay. That was kind of on me. I should just let you to introduce yourself, because that was planned at the beginning of the meeting, but we missed that. So thank you for introducing yourself to the other members that don't know you yet, but they're gonna have the opportunity now. Okay, so if there's no other comments under point 3.1, I would like us to continue with the point 3.2 with the January council meeting. We need to start planning the meeting. We have apparently an okay from Luxembourg to organize it there, and we need to reach out to them to confirm. So I guess that's gonna be Elizabeth's duty now. I think. Okay, and under point 3.3, we have regular share of visitor quota for YPE. Sorry, it's a very long day. What does that stand for? A regular share of visitor quota for the Young Pirates of Europe? Somebody's writing something?
Hopefully.
Sorry?
I mean, hopefully.
Is that for the council meeting? Or what is that referring to? Yes, Maya, go ahead. What did I do now?
Okay, hey, so this is my mistake because I wasn't expecting you to get to this point this early, so I didn't manage to ask Sam, the chair of the Young Pirates of Europe, to join us right now. I can write him. If he responds right away, I'll get him online. Otherwise, I'm going to explain what this is about. So if you can give me like a minute.
Okay, sure.
I'm getting lost. So are we waiting for Maya to explain or not?
She's getting in touch with someone to explain. Otherwise,
okay, sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, if you guys want, we can, so we don't take too long, we can continue with other businesses. Because there's a lot of things that have been put in, which I'm not very familiar with. What are backlog items like? What is that? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I think that the first point is just an assessing, just a list of backlog things that should be updated. So everyone that is in charge of something or not, we just updated. For instance, you see, handling the German bank account or created EQ for me and Florian, or just the budget, discharge, done. So basically.
So basically, everything that is listed down there is what is considered a backlog item.
Exactly. So any one of us interested or in charge into something should update this. It's divided into phase 1, high priority, phase 2, intermediate, and low priority.
Okay.
And that's it. While this is the point for point 1. While at the point 4.2, because I should report, I was missing the last board meeting,
Okay.
and today I would like to report something.
We lost you, or did I lose you? Your mic is turned off.
Oh, sorry. How to turn off by themselves? No, maybe I just put the space. Sorry. And the other point, it's a bit more important because finally we got some information, some I think relevant information which should at least I would like to inform you, and eventually we could have a small resolution on this so we can proceed further. So basically, do you remember the issue with the Postbank German bank account that we had? We had a mail letter in April, I guess. Florian, correct me if I'm wrong. For the first time in April, so we tried to contact them because things changed. We translated from German to English, and basically something changed. It was changing with the content and the fees. But at that point, I totally forgot that we had that bank account that was not a new bank account that I wasn't aware, but an old bank account that was supposed to be closed. Mm-hmm. Florian helped me to just reconstruct the whole history of this bank account that was opened into 2018 by the current treasurer at that time, and then I was the second one, the forward one that I was supposed to close, but I didn't realize that bank account was still alive. So basically what happened is that this bank account was never used. It was just a sort of backup bank account for the PPEU, and it was never used. And after several discussions with me, Florian, we decided not to use it anymore because it's for many reasons. The first is that because it's not a transparent bank account, and also because it makes no sense at these days to have a backup bank account, because we have a fully working bank account. And right, as you see, this time we made also payment, not only collecting money. We were able to pay the French pirates for something, and we will be able to pay anyway because I appointed a specific person that could pay. So we are in full control of this transparent bank account. So it's only made costs for, especially not for the PPEU right now, because the owner of the bank account and also Mikuláš paid. Sorry, I have something that is, I don't know what is it, but I have to stop it. Sorry. I have to stop. Okay, sorry. It was something that it was blowing up. So the thing is now that basically the former treasurer and Mikuláš just paid the fees that occurred during these 5 years. So now there is an outstanding fee to pay. That is almost €75 that I will repay using the PPEU bank account budget, because we have approved €100 for this issue. So if we can, I would ask a formal resolution by the board today, so I can appoint the former treasurer and the actual owner of this bank account to close it after I just resolve the fee issue, the current fee issue. And the sooner the better, so we can present next time, because all these fees were absolutely out of any budget, because nobody, actually not me, not for sure. So thank you.
Yeah. Florian, yeah, go ahead.
Yes, the other issue with the account is that it's not only the fees which weren't present in reports, but most likely the donations in it as well. It's not a huge deal, but the account was under the radar for a long time. So yeah.
Okay, yes, thank you for the update. So the account is now closed, if I understand.
No, it's not.
Oh,
No, it's not.
No, not at all. It's not closed. We have an outstanding fee of almost €75
yes,
that I would like to repay.
Okay. And then
after I repay the fee, I would like to, yeah, exactly, €75. So it's 74.95 to be precise. But the sooner, if we can just vote for a resolution, so asking the help of the former treasurers to close it right now, I will refund the fees immediately from our FEO bank account, from our current budget, 2023 already approved budget. And then hopefully, if because right now I saw that there are technical problems with this post bank, hopefully the account will be closed so far and so quickly. I would like you vote on this resolution, even if it's not necessary, because I can do it myself because I'm appointed for this. But it's better to have a formal resolution, so also the board will approve it. Thank you.
Okay, so I agree to that. So you can all vote on closing the account under the line 341.
Yes, Florian, sorry, you're totally right, but I would prefer to have this so it's not just a decision that I made and maybe I missed to report that I made this decision. So we have something on the minutes written, and it's for yes, and also approve just the payment even if it's already approved, because we approved 100 euro for this banking fees.
Yeah, Florian.
There is a last minute thought that came to mind. As I understand, we were not provided with the complete banking logs for the account. And I guess in the closing process, we could, get them in full. Right?
Yes, because I actually don't know if the banking logs that I've received are missing in some part or just redacted or for privacy reasons or whatever. I can only see that basically the account was never used because there are only little fees every month from the bank. I suppose that are from the bank, and basically all the money put in are from our former treasurer and from Nicolas. So just repay these fees. I saw that there is also a resolution early 2019 that Mikuláš told everyone that he would have repaid by his pocket these fees in order to close it, but unfortunately the account wasn't closed. So now it's the time to close it because we have all discussed on it, also internally with me and Florian, and also with the board. Also, I proposed this several times to our members. I make this statement at last council meeting. So now I think it's time to repay the fees from our money, from the PPEU money, because I don't think it's correct that this is actually a PPEU. Even if nobody can control this account except the former treasurer, it's not correct that he has to repay by his own pocket. So we already approved this. I have the budget. I would like to repay it and to close it once forever. So just to say, in order to be clear, thank you for this opportunity to have, let's say, a backup banking account, but now it's not really needed anymore. And it could be a pain to have an intransparent bank account for the future, especially in the election year. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alessandro. Florian?
Yes, should we maybe add a few words to the motion to say that we need the original banking logs?
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, it can be added, I guess. I would also like to invite Mia and Jan to vote. Now it's under the line 342, if you got lost. Okay, thank you, Alessandro. Okay, thank you, Jan. Okay. So since we all voted on it, I will consider the issue decided upon. And we got Maya back with the information on the quota point. If you all agree, we should go back to, so it's The line 264. Okay. The regular share of visitor quota for Young Pirates of Europe. Maya?
Yeah, so I actually fixed my mic. Whoa. So basically, I am here also to represent YPE. I'm currently the Secretary General, and thus I kind of automatically mandated to do so. I just hoped that we would get someone else also to join us today, but maybe for the next one. Anyway, this we discussed this with the YPE board. We've been trying to get a visitors group to Brussels, or just like any visitors group for the rest of this year to happen. This is like a lot of what I've been up to for my first 2 weeks at the EP. And we found that we found ourselves like basically competing for visitors group spots. So we seem to be getting some from one of the MEPs, but this just kind of made us think about the future, and we figured that it would be like a reasonable thing to ask of the delegation to maybe in the future reserve a certain number of spots for YP to enable us to at least have our AGM. We call it EPIC, like once a year, live in either Brussels or Strasbourg. This would probably mean like, I don't know, between 15, 10 to 30 maybe people, like a 10 or 30 member group like once a year. Of course, like if I think if we manage to prove ourselves like worth more, then we could be asking for more. And all of this, of course, will depend on our results in the elections and how many MEPs with their respective quotas we end up having. But yeah, at the very least, like a quota to hold our annual general meeting live once per year. I'm aware that the PPEU board, at least as it now exists, doesn't exactly like have the direct power to command the delegation to do so. But I also figured that this is the kind of issue that we, if there is to be like PPEU, YPE, delegation dialogue, this is the kind of issue we should be raising during these meetings. So if you guys would like to weigh in on this, you can, but like this is in the discussions without decisions section for a reason. We just figured it would be good to have this on record that we brought this up fairly early on.
Okay, thank you for that input. Florian is asking, what is a visitor-sponsored group? If I understood well, having seats for YPA is needed for this status.
A visitor-sponsored group is when we have a visitors group to either Brussels or Strasbourg, where like one of the MEPs is inviting everyone who's participating. This is what enables us to like pay reimbursements for travel and accommodation for the participants. So if you've ever been on like a PPEU or YPE trip to either Brussels or Strasbourg, you've taken part in a visitor-sponsored group.
Yes, Alessandro?
Yeah, just to clarify, it's exactly what we did already 3 times during last year. So basically, we could eventually have reserved. Exactly, it's just having. They are just asking to reserve some spots for them because they would like to meet all of them in Brussels at least once a year. So they are reserving. They are asking to reserve from 10 to 30 spots per year, seats per year, if I correctly understood.
Okay, thank you. Maya?
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. Like, it's good that you're asking clarifying questions, since I easily tend to assume that everyone knows everything. Basically, the way it works, each MEP has a quota. Recently, it has been like 110 a year, I think. I'm not sure if it's still a bit like inflated from them compensating the MEPs for the COVID years, but it's probably going to be around that ballpark. And yeah, and they can use them any way they see fit.
Okay, thank you.
And from this quota, either like from one MEP or between the future Pirates MEPs, it would be great to have like this guaranteed, even if it's just like 10 or 15 people a year, this guaranteed quota. So we don't have to like basically fight for the spots every year and like check, keep checking for it like on regular intervals, just to be sure that we can have them. It's to get some kind of like continuity, and also to kind of tighten, I guess, the connection and relationship between YP and the delegation.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I am now confused whether we should vote or that or not, but I'm guessing not. Since it's like a discussion without a decision. How does that work? Yes, go ahead, Maya.
Yeah, as I said, we put it in this section for a reason. We just wanted to have it on record that we have proposed this,
Okay.
like very early on, so it might be easier to come back to next year.
Okay, yeah.
Because like and I don't know, maybe for because for now it seems that like it has always been a given that PPEU gets the spots they need to have the council meetings, which is like just as it should be, I think. But it just isn't as automatic for YP right now.
Okay, yeah. Somebody raised his hand.
That was me, sorry, it was a misclick.
Ah, okay, sorry. I was
my mobile just
yeah, I didn't see it because it was too fast. I mean, I do not oppose, and I'm not familiar with like the number of seats for the Young Pirates of Europe ever interfering with like the number of visitors for PPEU meeting, but I might be wrong. I don't know. Maybe Alessandro has more information on that. Yes. Sorry. Yes, Maya.
Yeah, so as far as I'm aware, it has never been a competition between YP and PPEU. On the contrary, where there's often been like an overlap of people participating in this, like for YP and PPEU reasons. Recent case was Strasbourg this spring, but we just found ourselves in the situation this year, like or like literally in these past few weeks, that we were requesting some spots from an MEP, and apparently those were spots that had been kind of reserved for this kind of potentially like this kind of purpose, and we still ended up not getting them. We were lucky that like Patrick has the huge like share of his quota left that is getting used for the December group. And we're getting like our we can get our share of that, but it would have been just very depressing and awkward if that hadn't been the case this year.
Okay. Thank you. It's okay, Anne. If you missed anything, I think it's all in the meeting minutes. Okay. Does anybody else want to share their thoughts on the share of the visitor quota? I mean, I personally don't disagree. I feel that we should involve our young pirates as much as we can, because you guys are our future. So I totally agree to that. But we might have to discuss that at some point later on as well, to have it specified and maybe even voted on. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to continue with point number 4, because I think, no?
Yes, but there is no more. Point number 4.
Yeah, it's if we are not willing to go over the intermediate and low and other priorities that we have, we can. Yes, Maya?
Yeah, so as I mentioned in the chat,
In the chat.
I have a note like
Yes.
you can close the meeting first if you'd like, but there's a note about the LBR register update, which apparently you just mandated me to carry out for you as well, which I'd like to do ideally before any more board members leave this space. Okay. But you can close the meeting first if you'd like.
I mean, should I close it before? Meeting officially closed. It's 20:02. Thank you very much for your attention. And now I'm giving the word back to Maya.
Okay, so what I'm going to need from all of you, that does include those of you who may have, if some of you were on the board, like in 2020-ish, this still applies to you. I can't remember which ones of you were and still happen to be, but I'm going to need